Is this live? Hey, Jack, you okay? Can you hear me okay, Jack? Yeah, just did a set of a StreamYard, right? So hopefully we'll oh, you hear me perfect. That makes a change. Good. Yeah, let me just gather my thoughts quickly and we can get going. So I'm gonna tie a couple of Caddis flies, Caddis imitations. That's what I'm looking for. And hopefully can test this, or not test, but I can get my head around this StreamYard and see how that goes with Matty and or Craig or whoever else wants to come up. So we will see. But yeah, that picture doesn't look too bad. So there's a bit of a delay here. Now then, what am I tying first? Let's crack on with a Caddis pupa. So the other day, Jack, you were fishing on that river, and I think it was Jared who noticed there was loads of caddis flies about. So he said, "Oh, you should fish a Caddis pupa." So what I'm looking to do is tie a fairly simple Caddis. So not simple as in simple to tie. It's not difficult to tie, but something without complex materials in it and whatnot, so that it's possible for anyone to really just go and tie it. Okay, so I'll do two versions of Caddis as well. I'll do a peeping Caddis, which is the larva stage. Pretty much builds itself a little nest and lays on the bottom, and then I will tie a Caddis pupa, and I will tie a Caddis pupa, which is the stage where it swims up to the top, or basically floats up to the top, and then immediately hatches. It doesn't go through some emerger stages, or well, it does, but it arrives at the top with wings and everything. There's attached to the rocks and poking out. So let me just get a hook in the vise. So the hook is, get that. Oof, it's hard to read, isn't it? So the hook is a Caddis pupa hook, size 14 from Partridge. And I'll tie it in a Granum style. Not that you particularly need a Granum style, but you need to just work out what color. What's your local color, and that should determine exactly what you're going to use from a body perspective. Typically, you'll tie in a green, so I'll use some SLF in either. Can you see that? Dark green or medium olive. I think I'll go for a medium olive. And then for the thorax, I'll use a bit of whatever, hare's ear. And for the thorax and everything else, a bit of pheasant tail, so center tail, some heavy wire on the hook to give it some weight. What am I missing, Jack? What am I missing? I'll use a bit of partridge, yeah. Bit of partridge. Give it sort of square. There we go. Bit of partridge to represent legs. And I just use standard black thread. What is that? A Semperfly. Get it up here so we can see what it is. Semperfly Classic Waxed. Just make sure that the right people have got the message. See if he manages to come up. I'm not sure where he is though, so we'll see. We'll see. I'm not going to worry too much about it. So get a bit of wax on the thread because I like to. It's already waxed, but I like a little bit more. And then flatten the thread out a little bit. Evening, Steve. You okay? How are you doing today? So use a bit of silver for the rib. We'll start off getting a bit of wire onto the bit of weight onto the hook. Not too much, but you need some weight to take it down. Like it's a fairly big fly. 6 wraps should be enough. Bring that forward, a couple of wraps over it, and then break that away. Okay, should do the job. Hey Jack, what's happening? Just chilling, my friend. So happy with that. Okay, good. I'll get some thread down there. First, I've got everything to grip to. So I want it to come just a little bit around the bend. You can, if you want, put a little tag on these in green or yellow. I'll start with some rib. Hey Jerry, on your way out. Have fun, my friend. So I'll just catch in some wire, catch it down all the way to that wire here, and then start by getting some pheasant tail, which as usual, not done a good job there. It's fine. So this pheasant tail's a bit light. So what I'll do is I'll cover it with some marker, darken up a bit. Hi Rob, how you doing? How was your trip? It was good, thanks, mate. Hi Jay. She's good. July 2nd starts radiation treatments. Oh, your dog's not well, right? Sorry, Jack. Too much. So I'll just take this down to the butt. Trim that piece of waste away. How you doing, Jay? I'm still waiting for the other people to turn up, if they turn up. My God, this stream's delayed, but never mind. So I'll start off with a little bit of dubbing. And it's a Caddis, right? So you want a quite a chubby body on it. Yo, Roberto, my fanny balls is sorting his camera. It's connecting up or some. Okay, okay. Hey, Chloe, you okay? I know, Chloe. Do you have Craig's email address or a way to contact Craig? If you can send him the link. Matty has the link in Messenger for that StreamYard thing. That would be amazing. So we're going to do a little bit of. Let's get this a bit flatter. So add the dubbing in sparingly as usual. Get Matty to send him the link. Thanks, Chloe. That's really kind. I've heard he's not long. So I'm going to give the thread a bit of a twist after flatten it with the dubbing, so dubbing binds tightly. Oh, hi, Chris. You okay? Nightbot doesn't like that, Chloe. I don't know why. I don't know how to set that up either. Okay, and then let's start dubbing this. Bit more dubbing on there because that's not enough. Try and keep it as tight as I can, though. Doing good job, thanks. Good job. Get my worms out. Doing good, Rob. Thanks. That's nice, Chris. Yeah, Chloe, my favourite old geezer. That's nice. Jerry's away. Um, he's on his way out tonight. Let's just try and sort this out. There we go. It's better. Okay. Yeah. So is that enough? I'll put a titchy drop more on. Just a drop. And a little bit darker as well to give it a nice colour. Not too much, but a touch. That's nice. Why it's getting in the way. I'm on mod now. Yeah, Nightbot shouldn't pick on you now. Do whatever you like. So there's two colours on the body. Let me just bring this round. I don't know if you can hear that squeaking as I tie the wire down. Ooh, it's dangerous. Wasn't paying attention, then I got the wire caught in the thread. Please don't cut it. Might be all right. Steve, Chris, you remembered. I'm good, thanks. How are you today, my friend? Look at that. Solves that. I can't get to grips with ever calling you that, Steve, even though it's your birthday. I just couldn't. Alan, you mean? Or so I'm on a bit of darker dubbing now for the borax. Let's take about a bit of darker, hairy stuff. A bit of green in it. Titchy bit. A bit more of this. Oh, I don't want that big lump of that in there. Give this a bit of a hand mix. I could do it in the grinder, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, let's start getting this on. The thread's already flat forming, which is good. And now front to back and then to front again. Needs a little bit more dubbing. Tying that right up. It's looking buggy. Get myself a nice cartridge hackle. It's a nice one. It's a bit long, maybe. Yeah, a bit long there. Too long. Too long. Maybe you'll do. Look. Still too long. That's good. All right. Steve, bad boy, you can't do that when you're with family. What's Steve doing? It was hard for Brenda when it was okay. Now I get where you're coming from, Chris. Hey Doug, you okay? You been out today? So I'm just getting this partridge hackle ready to tie in. It's a bit long, but it will do the job. For fuck's sake. For dear goodness sake. Stay there, that's it. Oh, it's popped out again. Gotcha. Got a couple of wraps to make sure it's got it. Don't want pulling out. So one time when you don't want to pull out. My 5G has been worse than usual lately. I've not been able to go live, but it gives me a chance to get my head around some proper hooks until it's sorted. Doug, O2 mobile mass been down since Sunday. Having to use Wi-Fi. The Mrs.'s phone. So I'm gonna be extra gentle with this. Try not to pull it out. For now. Just to give the impression. Oh shit! The bed. The impression of legs. Coming up, fucker. Yeah. Trying to catch too much. That's good. Okie dokie. Glad it's not just a me problem. Camera, stop doing that. So we'll trim this out really carefully. These legs down. Put over the thoughts cover. Make sure it's nice and straight. I want it to be even. Got plenty of room at the head there still. So that bit of a flatten, get it finished, and that's as good as done. See something there I don't like. "5G on the island." We don't get 5G on the island, really? No 5G. Okay, that's a bit. I thought there was a big rural area. Sorry, yeah, a rural area. An initiative to get cellular service to the masses. Obviously someone was lying again. So touch of head cement, tighten them up. Give it a little bit of a sticky out at the front. Because it's pheasant tail, first off I'll darken it a bit. Because I wanted a darker colour, but I don't have it. O2. Weren't they the flagship? It's the BT thing, isn't it? O2. But it's O2 Telefonica now, isn't it? So I put a bit of varnish on the pheasant tail to protect it a bit. It's got ribbing on it, but not going to hurt it to get a little bit more. And you don't really need to fluff it up too much. Just give it a bit of a trim actually, because it's a bit long for my liking. And I'll do the NIMBY spin and spiel. Once this is all caught up. So in vice is a partridge Caddis pupa in size 14 with 6 turns of whatever size lead wire that is, 0.5mm lead wire, 6 turns. I used black, just black, what's that, 70 denier? No, 12 aught, yeah, it's about 50 denier, 50, 70 denier, something like that. 12 aught thread, just classic wax. A little bit of hare's ear dubbing. In fact, that was natural squirrel, but it's roughly the same. Partridge hackle and some SLF in medium olive and dark olive. Pheasant tail over the back, and I used a dark brown marker to colour it up a bit to make it that bit darker. So whenever there's sedges, excuse me, caddis, I mean, whenever the caddis are hatching, if you fish a pupa, it's just as effective as fishing a dry fly most of the time. So that should, in theory, Jack, catch those fish in that river that would be feeding on those caddis flies. Granum is normally green like this one, so you can see it's a green color, of course. But what to do is change the color based on whatever's local. If you've got darker detritus on the bottom of the river, then the nymphs and the emerges are a bit, and the pupa are darker based on their diet and whatnot. So just change the color to a darker green or brown, or if they're lighter, fish it in a tan. But just tie to the color you need. Just change the dubbing, and yeah, keep it scruffy, keep it quite fat. They're normally quite chubby when they go up, and if it's nice and buggy, then the dubbing will catch the air on the way down as they turn from the nymph, from the larva into the pupa. As they pupate, they fill up with nitrogen, so to get a little they get an air bubble base of nitrogen on them. You need to have some shine to them, so you can also put some flash in it to simulate that. But when this goes in the water, it will catch lots of air bubbles on it in the dubbing, and it will give it that look anyway, so it should be effective. You got to tie your own, Jack. See, they're easy. It's like a few materials, you can do that. Cool. They have several store-bought ones. Yes, there are several colours. That's good. For now, only carp fishing, and from time to time sea fishing. I have to learn fly fishing. That'd be nice, Chris. Looks excellent, Rob. Thanks, Jack. Good info. Thanks, Jerry. But yeah, that's the pupa. So the differences with mayflies and caddis flies. Mayflies emerge, so they as they come out as the larvae, as the nymph, and they break their skin, they go and hatch. These pupate before they hit the top of the water, so they come out flying, literally. There's a bit of a difference in the caddis versus the mayfly. Yeah, if you need some pointers, Jack, as well, just give us a shout. So I'll put that in the what's it called, giveaway magnet. So the giveaway magnet's starting to get populated. That's strange. So let me move on to a peeping caddis, which I haven't tied in a long time, but I think I can remember how to do it. And the input of what colour in what colour water is very... that's not... Yeah, Jay, no problem, mate. Chris, I used to fly fish, but since I had my knees replaced, I can't walk the distance anymore. That's a shame. I also noticed a mayfly in my windowsill, so they're hatching. Do you know which one, Jack? Did you get a photo? Triple break ankle, that's going to hurt. Reds. Is this the right? Yeah, I'll tie it a bit big. So this is to represent or imitate the larval stage, Jack. So you know that they're going to be there, and you know that they'll pupate, and then they'll start to hatch at some point. So this is them before they peeping caddis. So when they're laying on the bottom in their little stone case, this one's probably a bit big, but not to worry. I'll use black thread again. And if my camera would just stay on. Breads. Rob's done a good detached mayfly video, Jack. I need to watch it back myself. And well, I've got them here as well, Jay. I've still got them waiting. So I thought you wanted to do a shared screen and God, got these bodies here all ready to be turned into fleas whenever you're ready. So they're like the little insects you see under stones on the river. The caddis, yeah, the peeping caddises, they make the little cocoons. So whatever's on the bottom, they chew on it and spit on it, glue it together, and make themselves like a little sleeping bag. I think it's the best way to describe it. Jerry, yeah, it's a shame, mate. As we get older, it takes longer to repair. Yeah, longer to recover. Hangovers become real. All of that nonsense. So these would normally be smaller, but I don't really have any small nymph hooks. that doesn't matter. So these are going to fish on the bottom as well, so I'll put a bit of wire on this as well and get some. Hey Matty, how you doing? Technically problems with my life. Anyway, that's Jay. No problem. It's only a bit fly time, right? I'm prepared. When you're ready, we can get that done. I'm just going to turn off that dehumidifier because it's too loud. Trying to sort out this camera. I'll put 10 wraps on. Slide it up a bit because I don't want it right down there. Come on, get up. Get up. Okay, so start with the peeping caddis body. What materials were the first original flies tied with? Rabbit hair. I think they were actually feathers. I think the ones they found in somewhere in the Balkans. I forget exactly where. I think they're actually tied with feather. So I'm going to use the dreaded lighter at some point. Let me just get this how I need it to be. So just tying a little bit of floss to be the body and head of the peeping caddis. See if I can wreck this with a lighter. Ouch. Fucking burn yourself. Just wait for that to dry. Hi Brian, how you doing? So I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can see that's the little head on it now. So that's going to be sticking out the back. Too long there. Put back in. It's a peeping caddis, not a hanging out caddis. A nice bit of peep though. I'll do. Yeah, they'll give Matty a battle axe and they'll bring down a city. It's the age, Matty. Now, you won't break your camera, I'm pretty sure. Just bed that down. Under it, make sure it's exactly how I want it to be. Good. Take a partridge feather. I've got a battle axe. If Matty needs one, Mrs. Hat-trick. Ah, very nice. Boom. Got it connected to hotspot. Set up a stream. It said it was live on camera. Check my channel. It said upcoming. Yeah, you have to wait a bit, Matty. It'll build in a delay. Look at what the delay that it's set to. There'll be a either a default setting or there'll be a setting in there. Or was it doing for like 10 minutes? So again, the same rigmarole with the partridge feather. Waited 10 minutes. Oh, that's not right. Did you update all the software now? And did you Google what that might be? Or even, Matty, rather than do it to your phone hotspot, just connect it to your wireless first. Give it a go on your standard wireless. Once you get it working there, you know everything's fine. And then add the complication of a hotspot. All updated. Okay, yeah. Did you try it on your Wi-Fi or only on the hotspot? I know you want to use it on the hotspot, but you know it's another thing to troubleshoot. So I want to wrap this around so it's like some legs. Oh, for goodness sake. Some legs sticking out. You don't want too many. That's enough. Be right back. Time to walk the dog. I'm only 5G. It's faster than my Wi-Fi. Okay. I must say, you hold your tongue, Rob. How do you mean? These legs are a bit long, but never mind. Cocktail. So I get 3 strands of peacock tail. That's 3. Stopping myself from swearing and whatnot there. I can swear if I need to. I prefer to save it so it has real impact. So I'll just give this a little twist. If I can get my fingers around it, that's it. And then take it up the hook. Get off you. You're not supposed to do that. Doesn't matter. So I want it to look rough and ready. I don't want to drop too many of those. And what I will do is add a little bit of smallest bit of dubbing. Just to give it some extra ugliness so it looks like it's got stuff stuck on it. Back in 10. Give this a little spin up. This serves two purposes. So one makes the body, that's way too long. This is well out of proportion, but so the thread over the top with a bit of dubbing on it makes it look more buggy and interesting, and it protects the peacock's tail. So not all flies look like natural insects. Some just grab their attention or irritate them. Yeah, some. The whole purpose of salmon fishing, right? Salmon don't eat when they're in fresh water, so you have to annoy them into taking. And that is a very large, because I've got the wrong hook and I haven't got any smaller hooks, but you get the idea. A very large peeping caddis. So as they lay on the bottom, they build their little house, sleeping bag. The legs stick out. There's too many legs on that, but it's not the end of the world. And they're bright green. Their body's green typically. So, and they have a black head. So you burn the floss or whatever you're going to use, but have green. Burn it so until it goes that blacky browny color. You can put pen on it if you want, and then just fish that along slowly along the bottom, and it will definitely take fish. So there's Jack. That should, in theory, cover you for the caddis that you're getting in your local river. I'll tie another one of the pupa. Thank you, Brian. You've been tying them backwards. Well, what's that? So you've been putting the green bit at the front. But you can tie it any way around you want, Jack, really. That's a specific peeping caddis. It's that's tied that way for a reason. But I think you're tying it with the dark bit at the back and then the head and stuff at the front. You can do that as well. The bug toy, yeah, but you I think I've seen them. You tied in pheasant tail fibers to act as legs, right? That's perfectly legitimate. There's nothing wrong with what you've done there. The peeping caddis is tied that way. That's all. Because it would be difficult to have the head and legs out the front because it would wrap around the tippet all the time. So yeah, you're not tying it in backwards at all. What you've done there is correct. Do you want to come up and tie along, Jack? You can paste the stream there. What's it called? The thing in the chat here. Let's see if we can do it. Yeah, let's do it. Approach it at a different angle. Oh, it's fine. Oh, stinky stuff. No worries. Housework. Yeah, I know that thing. Now, where did I put that piece of lead wire? I chucked it somewhere. Where did I chuck that? Oh, there you go. Got it. Housework. Jack, good man. I've got dishes to do. You've always got dishes to do, Steve. You must be good at it by now. I love this community. Yeah, it's quite a nice group. I think you're spot on there, Chris. Having two dogs is like having two drunk sailors living in my house. I'm on ironing duties. Covered in shit. The difference between Iron Man and Iron Woman. You get in trouble for saying stuff like that, Chris. In a lot of trouble. What handheld steamer gets the crinkles out there, gets the wrinkles out, but won't do creases? As long as Claudia's not here, Claudia's not here, then I'm good. Cadbury's chocolate cuppa. Cadbury's chocolate cup of tea. Bob Time Flies. Oh, very nice. Get this sorted out. That's better. So I'll tighten a slightly different color this time if I can find. Oh, I've got some tan. Got it over here. Oh, that's ginger. There's my tan dubbing. Oh, fuck. Where is it? Tan. I've got tan. Yeah, there we go. I think it was 10. The proper stuff. I use one of them on my sagging jowls on my face. Nice. Kettle's still hot. If anyone wants, okay, awesome chocolate, JJ. Fatman Fingers got me again. Are there any changes? Has the Cadbury's chocolate not changed in the last so many years? Didn't it get bought out by Kraft or something? Oh, too much. That's going to have to go. Look at the length of that. Jerry, you just gave me an idea. There's something else sagging. I wonder. Jerry tried S&M, ended up in A&E. I've not noticed the difference. Okay. I thought they put more nut in it, nut oil or something. That sounds wrong. The guys at Cadbury's were nutting in the chocolate. Nice. Need a little touch more on that. Same, Jay, but can't taste even more since I've had COVID. Chris, I'll have a full report as well. There's low angle camera shots. Oh, nice. Now, do a bit of a dubbing mix on the fly again. Still better than other chocolates. Yeah, dubbing. It's the same word, right? And I've got some. I always apply dubbing to my boots. I don't know why it's called dubbing. I don't know. But, yeah. It is the same word, though. Easily confused. It's not dark enough. I have to add a bit more. Bit more dark dubbing to that, because it doesn't look anywhere near dark enough. My blah, 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 it's mashed up. When you said dubbing, you're not dumb. It's all mashed up material. I grinded to fluff it up. It's all mashed up material grinded to fluff it up. Can do that. Just separates out, gets it's not so tangled. I still polish my boots with wax. There's only one way to polish boots and shoes, Jay, and that is using wax, my friend. That's when we played with proper football, hard as hell. Yeah, and you put dubbing on the ball as well, right? And it smacked you on the leg on a freezing cold Sunday morning or Saturday morning, and you knew it'd hit you. Good old days. Makes his men old and dumb. Is that true, Jerry? You played in plimsolls. I remember plimsolls as well. I think you can't get them. Can you still get them? Those back to school sports plimsolls for use on the indoor sports or gym. That's a little bit darker. Right, my daughter's out of the showers. Dishes, here I come. You can't do right because it's cold water, right? Yeah, I'm the 70s. I had 3 brothers. Okay, didn't have to share baths as well, did you? I've heard stories of that. Oh, that's nice. I like that. Slightly different this time. We had a tin bath. Lovely. Good old plimsolls. I'm just going to put a drop more dubbing on that to make it look a bit tidier. Fingers are as dry as Candy's flip-flop. Okay, take 2 for walking the dog. Thanks, Chris. See you soon. Yeah, that's nice. Squeak. Bloody plimsolls. That shit on there. Let the dubbing get away with itself there. It's better. So the same. Ooh, bit twisted down. It's not right. Better. It's the same fly, just a different color to match the whatever's local. I like the colors in that one. Yeah, the tan one looks nice, I think. Hopefully that would be the same for the fishies. Chop all this shit out of the way. Body shape as well. Do you think the body looks a nicer shape? Yeah, it's nice chunky body on it. It's supposed to be a bit chunky. Like a Kit Kat. Just protect that with a bit of head cement. Hey Jared. So this the tan and hair's ear version. Same fly essentially. But instead of using olive, this time I used the life cycle. Look at that, so you can read it. Life cycle dubbing. And I'll do this one even darker, I think. Add a little bit of black in. Jerry, hi, Brian. Yeah, hopefully you get. Well, hopefully that sorts itself out. Not that it will sort itself out, but any streams where you can see how the flies behave in the water. Yes, there are. There's ones where you can see the fish in the water, but there's a guy called Tim Flagler. He's got a channel called Tightline Productions, I think it's called, and he's an amateur entomologist. And he collects bugs from the water, from the local river, in a very fine net, and then takes them home and puts them in a little tank to observe them and help him tie better flies. Tightline Productions, I think it's called. Jared, you'll know Tim Flagler, I'm pretty sure. It's Tightline Productions, isn't it? Three more weeks of antibiotics to run through. Bloody hell. Now then I'll put on this one a little bit of a tag. So it looks like it's got a little egg sac going on. Yeah, Tim. Thanks, Jared. Great tire as well, Tim Flagler. I really do like his stuff. Ty's brilliant. I think Ty's brilliant. Everything. He's probably one of the top guys out there, and he knows his stuff, right? He really does know his stuff. Be right back. Okay, Jack. Is Matty still there, or is Chloe around still? So I'll put on a little bit of an egg sac on this one. On the pupa, they do have sometimes little egg sac. I read. So I'll just pop it in here for now. If that wasn't so frayed, it would be better. I'll just put a nice little bumpy tag at the bottom. That'll do. And see, I've left a big long tag end. I'll tuck that up because that'll stop the tag from coming loose as well. And then on the way up, I'll tie in the lead wire. Come on. Look how frayed that is. Not good, that. 14. It's a 14 hook. Brian, what do you think of a green egg sac on a sedge? I think it's good, even though I've got some somewhere, I think. I'm in one of these. I just saw them the other day. Yeah, I think it's good, Brian. I think it makes a huge amount of difference. I just think it looks good. Whether it really does trigger the fish, I don't know. But I think it looks good. Since they have hooks for hair rigging, yeah, I guess they're multi-purpose, right? Rob, do you ever use hand rib? What are you trying to say, Jared? I think there's a typo there. Clean that up a bit because it's very messy. And put a drop of D-rib. I've got some. I don't use it that much because it's a bit too big, I find. Green colored UV resin is an idea. The flies I was thinking of, Brian, I did purposely buy solar res in chartreuse purely to do the egg sac. So yeah, I can't remember where I saw it. It looked good, so I thought I'd give it a go. Oh, that thread is a mess. Back. Yeah, did you get figured out? All good. Yeah, I've seen people use it and it does look good. I only got the big stuff for some reason. Maybe because I'm an idiot, but I like the thin. Is it thin? What's that skin stuff, Matty? You've got some of that, haven't you? It's, is it called thin skins or bug skins? What's that rubbery skins material? No, try it on the Wi-Fi. Same says on camera live stream, but check my channel setup. Coming again. Thin skin. Okay. Okay. And you just are you using the whatever the DJI app is? So that gives you the option to stream. So from your phone, you set up the stream on your phone, and then it uses the DJI as the camera for it. Okay. I got that tied up to that little egg sac. Not screw width though. It's better. Yeah, I don't know the software. I need to have a look for you, mate, and see if there's anything that's obvious in there. So I'll tie this one a bit darker. Yeah, no problem, Jared. It was a good idea, and I've tried to pick ones where it's not a complex bunch of materials, just some dubbing, some hairs, some dubbing, some wire, and you can use any wire underneath for the weight jack if you want to put copper on it or whatever you've got will be fine. Just two colors dubbings. You can mix the dubbing as well, so you get a bit darker. Yeah, what else? Pheasant tail, and again, if it's not dark enough, you can color it, and then some. Well, I've used partridge. So you can use partridge. You can use Any soft hackle, really. You could even use pheasant tail for the legs. So as long as you've got pheasant tail and a bit of dubbing, some wire, you're golden. Hate that rice cooker. Wee Man is ill. What's wrong with Wee Man? Bloody cold again. The Wee Man. Sorry, I thought you meant Wee Man as in the other Wee Man who joined. My bad. You mean the little lad? You mean Geordie, right? Huh. Yeah. So, Jared, just on that point, where did I put that then? Is it here? Yeah, there it is. So we have the tan flavor, the green, the tan, and a darker one. I think it's about the same. Appreciate him while you can, mate. Thanks, Jared. What I'll do this time, actually, for demonstration purposes only, is I'll use a bit of pheasant tail for the legs. In fact, I'll use some pheasant wing because it's got that nice mottling on it. It has that nice colour on it. It looks very buggy. It's not level. Tight and even. Lock that with a turn behind it. Carefully trim it out. This is the pheasant, cock pheasant centre tail, so it goes along the back, and the legs are just used some hen pheasant wing feather, J. It has that more mottled look about it. You could use, saw Nimby doing it today. He was using pheasant rump, which looks really nice and has those nice church window feathers on it. Really, really good looking flies. I've noticed lots of places where they're pretty small. Here, the size 12 or 10 even. You mean Caddis flies, or the nymphs, or the pupa? So the dark coloured one. Let's have a look. Oh, that's slightly out. Not good. Better. So in the vise we have a partridge, Caddis pupa in size 14. I can't do the spin and spiel, I'm sorry. So always, Jack, as well, when you tie them, make sure that the thorax dobbing is slightly darker than the body. Feel free to put the little tag in, the little egg sac, if you want to. You can always leave that little tag there. It won't affect the fly fishing ability, and the fish can still go for it. And because it's, thanks Steve, and because it's not the strongest material in the world, add a little bit of head cement to the pheasant tail just to help hold it together. But it's ribbed anyway, so the rib should help hold it down. It shouldn't get destroyed too quickly. So yeah, that's all three colours of actually not too bad, those little legs. Not sure which I like most. Thanks, Brian. And those jacks should do you a solid next time the caddis are hatching. And when they do hatch, I'll quickly tie one of those and 10:30. Thanks, Matty. Let me just grab some. If I can find the bloody stuff. I'm doing some popcorn. So when they do hatch, I'll just quickly tie one of those as well. Try not to cough too much. So maybe you want a slightly bigger one, but I don't have any bigger hooks. But try my best with this. Oh, you got the World Cup playing. Very good. It's the first game's in Mexico, right? Mexico City. Okay. Red card. I have to give a red card out today to someone. So I've not done the best job by starting the thread at the front. Because I've got to go up and down the hook now, then it's going to add bulk that I don't want. Never mind, too late now. I'll sort this bloody thread out. Bobbin's all tangled up. Better. Okie dokie. So it's a sedge, so it will be. I'll put some lifelike dubbing on it. Kapok, put kapok on it. Good stuff. What have I got here? Caddis green. There you go. Perfect. Caddis pupa, light olive. Oof. Caddis green. So you can use any old dubbing jack. fine dry fly dubbing on these is better. This is K-pop. You can see that. Not K-pop, but K-pop. K-pop's something totally different, apparently. So I'll give it plenty of this. So it's got a nice, tight, chunky little body of K-pop to make it float. Always put too much on. There we go. Just wanted to start a poll. How far did Matty throw the camera? So for tomorrow, at least the software is updated, hotspot sorted. Yeah, the hotspot is one of the main bits, right? Because you'll need that when you're out and about. Chris, how long is the cord? Huh? Which bit's that? Tripod here tomorrow, screensavers Monday. You don't really need the screensavers, Matty, to be honest with you. I mean, it doesn't, it's not going to make a huge amount of difference. I think the cord will determine how far the camera went. Oh, that's a bit long. Never mind. Bloody hell. Worst wire ribbon job in the world ever. Good job. I'm going to cover it all with stuff. Get the fluff out of your deer hair or your elk hair or whatever, because there's absolutely stacks in it all the time. It doesn't help with stacking. And pull out the really long hairs. They're no good. What I want anyway. So get a small amount of elk hair, try and get all of this fluff out. So much in there, it's unbelievable. If you're going to tie caddis, you've got to tie an elk hair caddis as well, right? It's the right up there with the Adams. I'll try and stack that. See how it goes. Looks okay, not too many broken tips. So we'll check that. Don't want the wing to be too long. Couple of wraps, pinch it really tight while it's on top, and then tighten into it. Didn't migrate around too much, it's okay. Secure it at the front. That's a massive head on that, but this time of day I don't mind. Okay, Caddis, he's in the top 5. Yep, brilliant. Chris, lovely people, I'm out. Thanks, Chris. Thanks for coming. Appreciate it, mate. Have a good evening. Yeah, so when they hatch, you just need your little elk hair caddis. It's a size 16, probably a bit small for some, but that will. And the hack was a bit long on that one, but I guess it's caddis, right? It's not the end of the world. They don't sit perfectly on the water anyway. They're all over the place. And you can drag them across, pull them across the top to induce a take, unlike mayflies and things, which pretty much just sit there. And I need to tidy this up a bit now. So I'll add those to the giveaway. Yeah, just the Granum color elk hair caddis with K-pop, which will help it float even more. And to improve it just a tiny bit more, a little drop of permanent watershed in there. Through all the pieces, thing it, good. Oops. Lots of times I trim hackle on the bottom. Yeah, you feel free to do so. Do it on the water. If you've got scissors with you, it's always good to see how it sits and then decide how you need to trim it. But that takes it the whole life cycle then, Jack. So you've got, oh, I can find it now. Just get all this crap off here. So for the first bit you've got there, and this, sorry, this is too big, but again, you want to tighten the hook half this size. So the peeping caddis, which is designed to fish right on the bottom. So it's the larval stage. This one's a bit exaggerated in the legs, but it has the green body and the burnt head. Can you see it there? Is that a good view? Anyway, so that's the larval stage. Then the caddis will pupate and start to move towards the top of the water. It creates a little nitrogen bubble which carries it up. So this will take fish when there are caddis on the water as well. So you don't have to fish the dry fly. You can still take loads of fish on the pupa. And then if you want to fish it and you see the dries coming off, then put the adult on and just cast it out, move it across the water. It's a bit skittish, and wait for the fish to come. That should get you totally covered, Jack, for the whole of the caddis life cycle. I think that's everything done. Tidy up a bit now. Okay, so I was hoping that, yeah, we could do a tie along or shared screen, but it's okay. We can try it again another day. I think I've got to grips with StreamYard now, so a couple of questions I had have been answered. I have a variation of every one of those. Ah, good stuff, Jack. They're the ones to fish, mate. That will not do any harm to fish those. Yeah, I stuck one on when it was first time I fished a test, and I noticed that when I was pulling the line in, that the fish went for the caddis then. Before that, they were pretty much ignoring it. You're welcome, Brian. It's a pleasure. I think I like this format of teams of flies that go together, life cycle, something along those lines. I think it's good. I have to go and read into it a bit myself as well. So what are you tying on tomorrow or Saturday then, Matty? What's the plan? Not sure. Have you still got buzzers to tie? Still have to tie 25. Okay. That's not too bad though. That's like an hour, right? You knock them out pretty quick. Okay, so any questions or any requests for what they want to see Matty tie the weekend, tomorrow, or nosebleed again? Great. I'm not streaming about 2 hours. Oh, that's okay. Actually, I might knock out a buzzer quickly. Oh, while I'm here. See how long it takes. Oh, you can time this one. Let's see how long it takes to fire out a buzzer. I'm not sure how long this takes, but let's see. I'm assuming you've got everything ready to go. You're not messing about with threads and stuff. I'll stick this one in the what's it called? Giveaway bag as well. There's already a couple in there. Rob, you going to do some more? Yeah, I will do. Planning to go in a couple of weeks. Maybe this weekend, maybe next weekend as well. Back to get some more grayling. We'll see. Thanks to night friend. Thanks. Night all. Thanks for the company and a great host. Thanks, Brian. I appreciate that. So yeah, let's see how long this actually takes. And it needs to be reasonable, right? It can't be a bad looking fly. So I'll get some wax on and we're off. It's already taken too long, but oh well. God, I'm not the record fastest tire in the world. Whoops. Hey, Craig. I dare say I'm not the fastest in the world, but that's passable. How long was that? About 20 minutes? $5 minutes? No way. I need to get that time down. It's not good enough. 17 minutes. Is that including curing time? Okay. Did anyone send Craig the link, by the way? Did you get a link, Craig, for well, you can see it in the chat, I think. It can come up still. Oh, there we go. And if you don't mind, if you click on the link, magic quills. I forgot about magic quills. Seems longer when you're in a panic, Rob. I was thinking this is taking way too long. does it work? And just interested to see if it works. I mean, I don't expect anyone to be around for a while. Be nice to see if it works. Oh, good. Got two. Yeah, I pulled off two of the bloody things. Sweatshop buzzers tied in 2 minutes or less, or your money back. Yeah. I'll do that. Stuck on my fingers there. That's even longer, isn't it? It was about 10 minutes, that one. Take care, Steve. Thanks very much. Oh, needles on the floor. Why change thread? Because that 280 denier is too. I think it's too thick to finish it properly. It just doesn't. It leaves a big knot because of the sound it makes when it flies, Jared. So when they hatch and turn into the flying insects, they make a distinct buzzing sound. A bit like mosquitoes do. You know, you hear that noise and then you can't sleep. That's passable, not fish. That's for mooring boats. Yeah, but then it's less wraps, right? I don't need to give it 1,000 wraps to get where I want it to be. And it is only a buzzer. That'll fish. That'll do. Yeah, I think if you can do all them in 25 in an hour, I think you'll be doing really well. Yeah, they might not look like Rob's, but what do you expect from a 7-year-old kid? Oh, right, Rob's sweatshop. I get it now. Tied in 2 months or less, or your money back. Good. That's for mooring boats. Yeah, it's tow rope. Yes, does the job, right? Less wraps. Yeah, do that, Matty. It'll be good. I think you are a fast tire, right? Okie doke. So I'll leave the StreamYard settings so that for the next one we can come up and get a few different people on. That would be good. But I think I'm going to knock it on the head now because it's 10 past 11 for me. So I will thank you all for joining, spending the time. I do appreciate it. Any spam flex? Have I got spam? I've got spam flex. So I think I have. Yeah, there you go. This. Yeah. Thanks, Matty. I appreciate that. Thank you, Jared. Thanks, Jerry. Thanks, Doug. Thanks, everyone who joined. And yeah, thanks, Craig. If you're still there, mate. Okay. Look forward to seeing you in the next one then. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.